And so why, oh, why do we self-sabotage our growth, right? And something happens in your life, right? Or if you work on your own, you have a business, something happens in your business that generates your thinking, thoughts, images start coming up in your mind. And sometimes I find myself even saying some things that I'm thinking out loud. If I say them out loud, it feels like it's going to happen. And this is when self-doubt just starts to flood your mind, right? Because there's a lot of like, what if this happens? What if I'm not good enough? What if that person is not going to see me the right way? You know, what if I don't succeed? What if I don't launch? What if I don't do this presentation? Right? There is all the time, either for extroverts or introverts, it doesn't matter who you are. And even if you are confident, I believe, even if you are a confident person, there are always moments that there is a lack of it. And that's when you start questioning the event, the situation. So then this triggers in you emotions and feelings. You start having like short breathing, and your stomach is like, you know, and your heart is pumping, and you feel anxious, and you feel hurt, and you feel frustrated, right? And all these negative emotions are actually useful for you because they remind you that you are a human being, not a human doing. And they are good for you. They are good to have. You know, if we were emotionless, you wouldn't feel love, you wouldn't feel compassion, you wouldn't feel gratitude, right? And all you would feel is fear and anxiety and stress and frustration, right? Nobody wants that. So you need to label the emotion and just sit with it, okay? Our feelings do define our actions. And it's at the time of action that we need to pause. Take a breather, pause, don't go anywhere, don't do nothing. Because this action is your decisions, the choices you're going to make towards either learning or staying as you are. And in this moment, there are two things, two areas that you either go one way or you go the other. And you know, it's either you go into the saboteur route. Saboteurs are just, you know, the gremlins that you have in your mind that are telling you every single day, you know, that you're not worth it. What's the point of doing it? You know, just sit in the sofa and do nothing. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You are, you know, or, which is a scarcity mindset, by the way, or instead go into the sage route, which is sage meaning wisdom, is living in the now, right? Living with positive thoughts, living with thoughts and feelings that are going to give you, you're going to see, right? So you're going to see if the decision that you make is, you can turn it into, I got thrown out from it. Yeah, you can turn it into a gift or an opportunity. So, for example, throughout my life, I had quite a few ups and downs, and this is normal. It's normal. It's okay. You know, there is no flat line when you're living. There's no flat line when you're living. It's just when you're down, you need to see how you can turn that into a gift and opportunity. And when you're up, you know, you just harness that moment and leave that moment. Because some people, when they're up, there's too much, and they're not present in that moment. So they just speed up. So like I say, slow down to speed up, right? So it's here that we're going to either choose to go the saboteur route, stay as you are, fearful of the past and worried about the future constantly, or go into embrace the sage life, which is your wisdom, is your present moment, is living in and out. Okay. And you know, it's your decision to shift to one or to the other, right? And we're going to talk more about how we're going to shift tomorrow, but this is done with daily practice and contemplation. And the habits you acquired in the past that don't serve you anymore, we are going to look at those and shift them into new habits and put those in place. And your action defines your outcomes, right? If you want good results, if you want to succeed, then you have to put the steps in place to go towards it. So saboteurs. So this is, I'm a PQ mental fitness coach, and with positive intelligence. And this is the framework that Shirzad Shaman uses. We all have a judge. There's 10 saboteurs, including the judge. We all have a judge within us. We judge ourselves, we judge others, and we judge the circumstances. The judge tells you that you're not worth it. You're not good enough. You know, the judge tells you actually that perfectionism is good. This is a big one for me. The judge tells you that, you know, so it causes a lot. It causes, you know, disappointment, anger, regret, guilt, shame, anxiety. And it's the judge that activates all the accomplices, saboteurs.